We're staying with development in Lagos State, where fire engulfed part of Dosemo Market on Lagos Island, leading to the collapse of 5 buildings, as a total of 14 buildings were affected. TVC News senior reporter Theophilus Elama reports.
The fire is said to have started from the refueling of a running generator within the market. The result is what turned out to be the razing of 14 buildings. Billions of naira are said to have gone down the drain as firefighters worked hard to bring the fire under control. But at the last count, 5 buildings succumbed to the burning heat, all coming down like a pack of cards.
We thought it was a small thing. We rolled out fire service to come in. So the first 3 fire appliances that got their fire water exhausted. From there, before they replenished and come back, the fire had spread to other places. So more fire stations and appliances had to be rolled up. As times was on, the building was spreading continuously.
If you look at this area, you can recall how many fire incidents that we have handled. And if you look at the etiology, it's the same etiology, but different approach to it that makes it different. As emergency experts could have confined to an area, but what they did was that they threw out the generator hit another shop, the other shop has flammable substances, and the fire started spreading.
Okay. On the penthouse building, there was a printing press company who was trying to fuel generator that was at work. While he was trying to fuel the generator that was at work, that ignited to fire, and the fire started spreading. So we learned that there were kegs of fuel surrounded in that premise also. So he was trying to throw them down one after the other.
Traders who had goods in adjoining shops were seen trying to remove their wares as the government rolled out bulldozers to bring down several adjoining buildings.
First time is affecting me, but it's normally happening in Dosemo. This is not up to 2 weeks. Something happened towards down, and it's affected a lot of people. So the same Dosemo again, the same happened again. So in fact, I don't know what is going on here. I lost a lot of goods of money. I can't estimate. Even as I'm talking to you, it's one of my warehouse here now. They're bringing goods down. So I don't want the same, because they wanted to put this one that I was begging them, let me pull my house, take all my goods from here before they pull it down. It really affects me.
The houses are too close. There's no breathing spaces. So here now, I got is generators stuff that got fire here. So they couldn't quench the fire on time. So that is how everything exploded. So now, well, we thank God there is no any casualties, but right now, a lot of properties have been lost.
Weeks ago, some shops caught fire in the same Dosemo area, leading to loss of property worth millions of naira. What we have seen here is a clear lack of safety protocol, even after the last inferno that happened in this same area. The government has always said that safety should be the watchword of everyone. And of course, we believe that this should serve as a lesson to other markets in Lagos State. Theophilus Elama, TVC News, Lagos.
For more perspective on the incident, the Permanent Secretary of LASEMA, Dr. Olufemi Oke-Osanyintolu, joins me on the news at 10. He joins me in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening.
And I must say that you are just coming from the scene of the incident, because I saw you come in with all your vehicles and equipment. Give us an update on the situation of things then. Now, has the fire been put out?
Yeah, you see, the most important thing is that we've taken ownership of the place. And under the watch of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babaji Olusola, we've taken clear political will of that place. Because all the top echelon that are involved in managing emergency are on the ground. The special advisor of CBT, the honorable, the PAMSEC. And what we did is that we have curtailed the fire from spreading, so they can't go to adjoining shops or building again. And slowly, gradually, we are pulling the buildings that are not stable. We are pulling them to ground zero. And the beauty is that all the emergency responders are on the ground. We have the ambulance services, we have the fire services, we have the police, and we have the LASEMA, the coordinating agency, and we are working hand in hand. And we are going to be there till tomorrow morning. So I will appeal to good people of Lagos State that we are on top of the challenges. We will put everything that is humanly possible to ensure safety of life and properties in that area under the watch of Mr. Governor.
I just want to get you clear. You are saying that emergency responders are still there. Rescue efforts is still ongoing there. But I want to be clear. Are you also saying that the fire, you said the fire has been contained, but has it been put out?
You see, you can't put it off just like that because you are dealing with chemicals that are highly flammable. The only thing is that you will prevent the fire from spreading. So it will burn off. You get what I'm trying to say? It's going to burn off. And all the buildings in that area that are not stable, instead of us to have a secondary disaster, we will pull them to ground zero. And you can see our Charlie, our Goliath, our heavy duty equipment are there. And you can see that all the fire team are on the ground. The director of fire services is on the ground. So all the emergency responders, they have put their chest out and they put everything in that area on red alert.
So what you went to respond to as an emergency responder is a fire, but it ended up being a fire and building collapse altogether.
Yeah,
so what impact did that building collapse have on your emergency response efforts?
Well, you see, it's not building collapse, so to say. It is what we call a controlled building collapse. It's an unstable building that has been burnt because 80% or 90% of the buildings, they stored flammable substances in there, in the camera, is a market area. And you see, when it's burning, the heat and everything, it will affect the plastering, it will affect the block. It will make it weak. When it makes it weak, it makes the structure vulnerable to go down. So instead of it going down on its own, we did what we call controlled demolition, moving it to a stable platform. And we move it gradually, steadily to ground zero. Engineers are there, building controlling agency are there, and we've taken ownership of the place. So the good people of Lagos State should remain cool, calm, and collected. We're on top of the challenges.
And you have said that, I think I heard you earlier, buildings in that area.
But buildings in that area, we are going to carry out material testing.
So there is an issue of one, safety of the buildings. There's another issue of the smoke in the area, which could also be hazardous to those who live around there. So I wanted to ask you about the safety advice you will give to both residents and traders in that area, either as a reason of the weak structures or as a reason of the smoke.
It's clearly that place is a disaster zone. So we appeal to good people of Lagos State that they should leave the area until we finish what we are doing. It's a disaster zone, and we're on top of it.
For those who can't leave, what then should they do? Because not everyone can relocate.
Well, the most important thing, your safety is very, very important. You have relatives anywhere. You can go and live with your relative, you can go and stay with your friends, or you can go to a hotel to ensure that we ensure the safety of your life.
Thank you so much for the update. We know that you have to get back to the scene of the incident. We'll continue to get update from you as response efforts progresses. Thank you so much, Permanent Secretary of LASEMA, Dr. Olufemi Oke-Osanyintolu. Thank you so much.
Thank you.